live in a day and age in the fitness world where it seems to be the in thing to start bashing exercises that have been time tested for decades on end. And that's why I'm dedicating this video to one of my favorite back exercises, which is the bent over barbell row. So this is a lift that's been getting a lot of slack and a lot of criticism on socials in the last couple of years because people are saying, why do a bent over barbell row when you're bent over? And this is gonna impact your lower back recovery for your squats, your deadlifts, and exercises of that nature. So why not do a chest supported row? And you guys already know on this channel, I'm a huge advocate of chest supported rows, but at the same time, I'm not a big advocate of only doing rows chest supported. That might have been the case in maybe, 2021 when I was drinking a little bit of optimal Kool-Aid, but at the same time, when you mature as a lifter, you start to realize that this lift has been time tested for a reason, and individuals have been building thick and wide backs for decades on end with this exact lift, along with the T-bar row as well, but I'm talking more about the bent over barbell row in today's episode. So there's different ways to do the lift, and also a lot of people complain about lower back pain because they don't do the lift often enough. And when you lack a certain amount of frequency and volume of doing a certain lift you haven't done for a long time, it's normal that you're gonna get more soreness in the lower back because you haven't adapted to it. But once you start doing the lift a lot more, you're gonna notice that a lot of that soreness will be gone and you're gonna have better tolerance for the lift, especially if it's plugged into the program and if it's sequenced at the right time of the week. So for example, myself, I'm always gonna prioritize a hinge over a barbell row. So my RDLs will come early on in the week, and then later on in the week with the rest of the recovery I have, I'll do barbell rows. And I actually don't do low reps on these. I'll go anywhere from 6 all the way to 12 reps on the barbell row. So today's episode, I'll be walking you through different ways you can implement it, different ways to standardize repetition so it's not too butchered, and just different variations overall to meet you more where you're at. This person, the variation I have plugged into my program right now, it's a barbell row done off a rack. I'm pausing at the bottom and I'm bringing the bar below the knees. So as far as variations are concerned, I see certain people doing them above the knee, barbell rows. I personally think the range of motion is very small in this. And although it can be done, that's personally not how I program it for clients, and that's personally not how I do it for myself. I like it to be at least below the knee, personally, for it to be somewhat bent over. So myself, I'll take it out the rack. I'm gonna start with the hinge. I'm gonna tuck my chin, and it's below my knee, right here. So I'm gonna pause right here so I can standardize repetition, and I'm gonna bring it anywhere from belly button to hip. So just like that. Pause. So that's the way I have it programmed right now. I really like this variation. I like the pause because it helps me really standardize it and just get the possession I need, get all the stretch in the upper back and the lats, and very solid overall. But another way you can incorporate this is just a different way to skin a cat, is the basic pen lay row. So you can start from the bottom. This is very popular in like powerlifting circles, and this is just another way to standardize the repetitions because you touch the floor, it's dead stop, you're bent over, and it's very hard to cheat. So all you're gonna do here is you're gonna hinge, you're gonna load up the glutes, load up the hamstrings like so. You're gonna set up similar to like an RDL. You're gonna pull the slack out the bar like so. And then from here, you wanna try to resist going up too high. A little bit of body English is fine, but you don't wanna get too greedy with it. So what you could do is when you stay in a position where your torso is parallel to the ground, even if you rise, you're gonna be fine because you're so bent over to begin with. So show you guys again, pull the slack. Notice the bar is in the middle of my foot. So if you wanna get more range of motion from a barbell row, I see this with a lot more experienced lifters who wanna explore more movement options. They have better full body awareness and they're able to access those ranges of motion. A deficit is a good option for that. So you're literally just gonna stand on the plate, and you could actually do these in the pen lay style as well, like this. Or you could deadlift it up, bring it to roughly mid-shin, and now it's really gonna be floating over the ground. Guys, the variations of the barbell row I like a lot are below the kneecap. I like mid shin, pen lay from the ground. I like off a deficit. These are all very solid variations, and especially if you're standardizing repetitions, you're getting a lot stronger over time. Aim for a bodyweight barbell row for 5 to 10 reps, and eventually you could aim for 1.5 pound body weight, and your back's gonna be a lot bigger. Not to mention that if your goal is to get the thickest and the widest back possible, and you're not doing any kind of barbell rows, or at least like a T-bar row, or some kind of freestanding barbell row, you're leaving a lot of gains on the table for back development. So let me know in the comment section below if you guys are currently doing any of these variations right now. How is your back looking, especially in 2023? Let me know, subscribe to the channel, and see you guys soon.